Hey there, astrology lovers. Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes. I'm your astrologer, Jamie Magee, and today we're going to be taking a look at the astrology for the week of June 23rd through the 29th. I do hope you're having a great week. Thank you so much for spending some of it with me. If you have been listening to Star Sign Horoscopes recently, you have definitely heard me mention Astrologer Connect. I love this live consultation reading platform where you can meet one-on-one with an astrologer about your one-of-a-kind personal birth chart. Now, one of my favorite features of this platform is called Instant Insights. Now, this part of the platform offers you the ability to connect instantly with an astrologer without an appointment. You just pick up the phone and you call the astrologer that's online, and they will be happy to help you with whatever you're working on. Now, Instant Insights is perfect for those in the moment questions. If you're thinking about you need to leave a job or apply for a job or apply for a school, if you're thinking about making a bid on a big purchase, knowing that timing, knowing the current energy is all great for these instant insights. It's also good for those more personal questions in the heat of the moment with your relationship, feeling a little bit of stress. It's good to know if you and your partner are going through something that's just a little tiny storm that's going to ride out, or a bigger story that you want to take a look at. Honestly, the list of what Instant Insights is perfect for, I could go on for days. We have made sure that this platform is going to be fully staffed. An astrologer will be on constantly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Actually, there'll be a couple of astrologers on during that time frame, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, on the week of June 19th through June 25th. You definitely want to check this out. And you know what's even better about this week? You are going to get your first 5 minutes of this reading, this instant insight, for free with your astrologer. And you get a lot of information in 5 minutes. All you need to do to learn more about this brilliant platform is go over to astrologyhub.com/AC and look for the green light on any astrologer's profile. That means that they're available, and you can just click the button and call and connect. I'll see you there. Okay, this week could feel a little edgy or have a strong sense or urge to take action. The catch is that it may not be all that clear what step or action to take, especially when sudden or unexpected shifts emerge in your life. Now, the disorganization is coming from Mercury squaring Neptune. Now, Neptune is getting ready to move into retrograde, giving reason to re-envision a dream you have, or kind of re-look at some of the lack of clarity that you've had recently. Now, at the same time, this need for fast action is being supported by Mars squaring Uranus this week. Now, the good news is the sun will trine Saturn, promising that if we work with change, even those revisions, and seek structure, we can find it. Mercury will also shift into Cancer this week, adjusting the way that we communicate and think about personal stories that we've been working on. It's a good week to remember your long-term goal. This will help you pivot when you need to. All right, let's get ready to dive in. Please remember that this is a high-level forecast for your sun sign or your rising sign. If you'd like to go more in depth, I definitely encourage you to check out the new platform, Astrologer Connect. And for all of you YouTube fans, please know that this particular show, will not be appearing on the channel that you're watching it on right now. It's going to be moving to a brand new channel that is perfect for enthusiasts, people who are just starting to learn astrology, or really just want to get that high level look at their sun sign and rising sign information. You can learn about where to find that channel right underneath this video. All right, let's get started with today's broadcast. Hey, Cancer, let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know if you feel like you are stuck in place or making some serious progress. This answer should help you dial into this week's top 3, which are new directions, values, and allies. Now let's talk about why. This week, it may feel like you are going forward and backward all at once. You have big ideas, but may still be grasping the details about how to get to those big goals. Trust that clarity will come exactly when you need it. Your values and allies could play into the same story or stir up a whole brand new drama or story altogether. On some level, there's a creative tension or possibly a spontaneous shift that's just ready to emerge, just dangling right there in the air. When possible, try to be the observer in these situations. Wait to see where everything lands. This will help you kind of see those hidden truths or the hidden motives or initiatives that everyone around you has. Now, as Mercury shifts into your sign, expressing yourself and tapping into your creative genius, it's going to be really easy, a lot easier than it is right now. Use that energy to help you balance out the other strong signatures of this week. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hey, Leo, let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know if you are loving the reputation that you are currently building, or if you feel like you need some revisions in what has been recently launched. This should really help you dial into your top three this week, which are one, legacy, two, your reputation, and three, ending to begin. Now let's talk about why. It's likely to be an action packed week for you, Leo. You have a lot of energy and passion that's pushing you to express yourself and chase your dream. How you get there can be both a blessing and a challenge. Now, try to be as conscious as you can this week of ego, yours and other people's ego. Remember that leaning into your ego's desires is a distraction from what the reason that you have this goal in the first place. When faced with tension or choices, think about that legacy that you are building, one that you are a part of, and who you want to build it with. What is the long term plan that you have? Is there more structure or funding that you need to make this a reality? It's very possible. These questions will lead you to clear answers and a pathway of communicating what needs to end or begin with other people or allies in your life. Now, if you really hold that long term vision, this week will prove to be a very pivotal and action oriented mark in your path. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hey Virgo, let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know if you are feeling relaxed or stressed when it comes to private personal matters. This answer will help you dial into your top three this week, which is one, private matters, two, partnerships, and three, your allies. Now let's talk about why. Though your public life may feel slow and steady or perhaps hard to focus on, there's a lot of action behind the scenes for you. This may be a mental battle of sorts. You know what you need to end so you can begin something else, but how do you fully step into that life is both scary and lacking the clarity that you usually depend on. Now, with this energy, it's important to close any karmic knots that you have open and to begin as you would want someone to end or begin something with you. If you hold the highest intentions, you will seek opportunities for this matter hidden in plain sight. Now, on another note, as your ruling planet moves into Cancer, communication is going to become easier. Finding friends to help you forget your worries or connecting one on one is going to have more depth, more heart, and that detail that you like. Lean into these feels. They hold a lot of truth that you are looking for right now. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hey, Libra, let's take a look at your week. Now, Libra, I would love to know if your to do list right now is feeling in or out of control. Now, the answer you have here is going to help you dial into your top three focuses, which are one, your work, two, your allies, and three, your reputation. Now, let's talk about why. Slow and steady progress may show some clear signs of current or upcoming success this week. At the very least, you will start to see what's working and what is not working. However, knowing which step to take next could be the confusion that you deal with. Make it a point to hold on to what is in flow for you and remain curious about how to improve what is not. Now, your social circles could also have some action this week. What surfaces could cause some sudden breakthroughs or reveal definitely what needs to be adjusted. This may involve shared funds or deep transformation, which will make the situation feel very heavy and possibly urgent. Now, on some level, it could be urgent, but you have control over what and when and how you react to this situation. So keep that in mind. Look at all sides and then lean into the change that supports that legacy and transformation that you've been working toward for such a long time. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hey, Scorpio, let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know how comfortable are you with where you are right now in your life? This answer should help prepare you for your top three focuses, which are one, passions, two, reputation, and three, your partnerships. Now let's talk about why. Something close to your heart is showing signs of both stability and disorientation. Your goal is clear, but the process of getting there isn't so solid. You may find that you need funds or that you need to let go of ideas in order to embrace this new beginning, like old stagnant ideas that you had. Take your time with what comes up this week, no matter how sudden it can be, because your sudden reactions, so knee jerk reactions, will do more harm than good. Now, at the same time, your career and who you partner with one to one will have some creative tension this week. Shifts or awareness in who you are partnering with is likely. Now, as they come up, play the part of the observer when possible. Your Scorpio senses can always see what the real motive is behind the story, what the universe is telling you through these people or this situation. Definitely lean into that superpower of yours. Now, Mercury moving into Cancer will help support your muse or ideas about how you can enhance what you create and how you express your natural talents. This is a great week to strive and rise above moments and keep your end goal in mind. Where are you going and why? I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I have a question for you. Are you feeling stuck? Yes or no? I think this answer is going to help you dial into your top three focuses this week, which are one, your foundations, two, new directions, and three, transformation. Now let's talk about why. This odd feeling of being right on target and a mile off will surface around your foundations this week, your roots, something maybe possibly close to your home. Now, the key to this energy is appreciating what's working and leaning into that path. Like this is what I want to put my support behind. This will help you find solutions that are escaping you right now. Now, the space between where you are and where you want to be is a theme that could impact your work as well, what you do as a ritual day in and day out. And that distant horizon that you have your eye on, this big goal to learn or explore or teach something. Now, a sudden breakthrough attention could spark conversations or ideas about how to move forward with an opportunity that goes in that direction, or possibly an old one, both new and old opportunities. Though you may feel like you have no choice but to take a leap of faith, there is space to take a step back and consider how much bandwidth you have and what the long-term benefit will be of taking this leap of faith. What you discover in this reflection will help you see when and how to act on this energy that's being stirred up this week. Finding and using compassion as you end or begin chapters in your life will be easier as Mercury moves into Cancer this week. Look for the solution and it will reveal itself. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Capricorn. Let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know how easy has it been for you to communicate lately? This should really help you dial into your top three this week, which are one, local vibes, communication, passions, and connections. Now, let's talk about why. This week, you may feel confident that recent changes in your daily flow are really starting to pay off, and they really are. Make it a point to stay curious and open to finding ways to keep improving what you're working on. Now, at the same time, you may feel electrified or excited about a breakthrough around what you are passionate about. This could be something that you love, a lover, children, or entrepreneurships, a passion that you have. Action around legacy or funds or resources are activating that passionate area of your life. Celebrate the wins that surface. Now, with the challenges, take your time before you approach them. Responding with emotion or in the heat of passion may prevent you from seeing the opportunity or solution that is hidden right there in plain sight. Now, as Mercury moves into Cancer, you may find that your one to one connections and communication in general has an easier flow. Share what you know and invite answers to the questions that you have. This will help you maximize the current strengths and new opportunities that you have. I do hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Hi, Aquarius. Let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know how strong your partnerships are feeling lately. This answer should help you prepare for your top three focuses, which are one, your values, two, your work, and three, your partnerships. So let's talk about why. In a big way, your values, roots, and partnerships are going to take up your attention this week. When it comes to resources, you have some steady progress that's due for some celebration, at least the acknowledgement that your plan is working. Now, on the other hand, there's also a bit of mystery in the same area. You may have over or underestimated something that you have been working on, or you're unaware that something is working for or against your plan. The good news is that you have time to rectify this and dig in and find the truth. There's also a lot of action between who you connect with personally, one to one, and your roots, that home and that foundational level of your life. A partnership may demand that you change up a tried and true baseline in your life, but we all know that you are not a fan of change. Or possibly there could be a breakthrough at home that will cause some forward motion with who and how you communicate with day in and day out. Overall, this energy this week should nudge you to lean into a change and step outside of your comfort zone, even if it's just a tiny bit. Look for reasons and why you should lean outside into your comfort zone instead of why you should. And you will likely find answers that comfort any anxieties that you have. I do hope you have a great one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Pisces. Let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know, are you feeling highly creative right now or a little bit dull? This should help you dial into your top three focuses this week, which are one, self expression, two, passions, and three, your local vibes. Now, let's talk about why. Matters close to home will have a lot of action this week, Pisces. Some of the shifts that you sense coming, others may surprise you. At the least, they may pull you down into the reality of your day to day. Busy, unexpected, or breakthrough communication is likely to come from all sides of your life. The topics could be about your work and your routines, that daily ritual, and how to shift or improve these matters, or possibly clearly show what is off and need your adjustments. Though you will still need to be quick on your feet with this information, when possible, sit with the information before you react. Kind of think outside of the box, look at all angles. Now, a welcome escape from this will be spending time with what you love, what, who, or when, what you love unconditionally. If you nurture this compassion and this passion and creativity that you have, you will remember why you are doing what you are doing in the first place. And that's going to inspire a lot of successful action to take toward whatever comes up this week, positive and constructive. I do hope you have a good one, Pisces. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Aries. Let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know, are you craving some time to escape and have a little bit of fun with someone else? Or are you kind of feeling a little bit lonely right now? This answer should help you dial into your top three this week, which are one, private matters, and two, resources, three, roots. Let's talk about why. Now, a lot of this week's energy is on a very private level, maybe even subconscious. You may find that you are seeing benefits of a healthy mind and body practice, but there's still some work to do here, especially when it comes to healthy boundaries. Your values, your skill sets, and your self esteem could easily be electrified by what you discover looking within. Knowing your value and never settling will help you tap into a rich creativity and a sense of fun. Now, these same areas, values, and what your heart is connected to will give you a nudge this week. An exciting breakthrough or a reason to take action is very possible. Now, just remember, overcorrecting any issue can be just as harmful as ignoring one. Try to find the middle road that supports your roots, your well being, and your heart. Once you lean into this curiosity, the solutions and the pathway forward will clearly emerge. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Taurus. Let's take a look at your week. Before we do, I would love to know, are you wanting more or less time with your friends? We should help you dial into your top three focuses this week, which are one, your social circles, two, communication, and three, your roots. Now, let's talk about why. Now, your social calendar this week could easily fill up or empty out. You are clearly seeing what's working when it comes to allies and connections that you have, and which connections are less grounded. Now, as this awareness pops up, you will be reminded of who you are, where you come from, and the reason that you're on this path in the first place. The revelation can inspire sudden breakthroughs or changes brought on by you or by others close to you. Now, either way, the key is to use compassion and to hold your truth close to your heart. With such a restless energy, it will be hard to resist launching into a new direction or declaring your new resolutions or those stubborn boundaries. When possible, sit with your actions or declarations before you take action or share them with others. Those close to you know that your word is golden and often final. It will be hard for you to walk back anything that you may feel differently about once this energy settles. Now, on the same note, don't be afraid to lean outside of your comfort zone and speak from your heart. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Gemini. Let's take a look at your week. Now, Gemini, I'd love to know before we do, how confident are you feeling about the recent changes that you have made in your life? This is going to help you dial into your top three, which is one, reputation, two, communication, and three, your earning power. Now, let's talk about why. Now, a lot of changes have happened when it comes to your authority figures or your reputation or even just your public side of you, how people know you. This has all been happening over the last couple of months. Now that some things are starting to feel more solid, you can easily see some foggy terrain that's still lingering on the horizon. Being aware of this is the biggest step that you can take this week. Clarity will come soon. Now, Mercury moving into Cancer, your ruling planet, will inspire you to nurture your overall health and wealth, or rather, communicate what you need for health and wealth going forward. Speaking of communication, gaining a lot of sudden insight is also possible this week, which could lead to some epic breakthroughs. Make it a point to nurture inspiration, which you could find in that good mind body practice that you're building. When you are ready to unveil your plans, you will surely turn heads. I do hope you have a good one. Look forward to seeing you next time. All right, that's your week. I do hope you found some helpful tips and insights about how you can work with this week's energy. Now, remember, if you'd like to go more in depth with your chart, you can always check out Astrology Hub's brand new platform, Astrologer Connect. You can find me personally there at astrologyhub.com/Jamie Connect. And for all of you YouTube fans, please remember that this show is not going to be on this particular channel. It's still going to be part of Astrology Hub, but on a brand new channel. And you can find all the details about that new channel under this video. All right. See you next time.